What's going on? This is Reese, MarsupiaEmpire.com.
What's going on? It's your boy Sermon, the sermonsdomain.com. And
we are doing the album review for Lupe Fiasco's Tetsuo and Youth that just dropped. This is an amazing album. I think it's the best we've heard Lupe in years.
Magnificent album.
Yeah, I think it's just, I mean, obviously you can skip over Lasers and, what was the one he did?
Food and Liquor 2.
Yeah, which is kind of, it was decent, but it wasn't, it's not this. It's not this shit. This shit's fucking phenomenal, man. Like from the moment you turn it on, honestly.
Yeah, the album is way more engaging than, you know, the past two albums he's dropped. Obviously, we're not going to get another Food and Liquor or, you know, another version of The Cool. Lupe doesn't operate like that, and that's perfectly fine because this album is magnificent.
Let me just rewind real quick. We don't, just re-listening to Food and Liquor, we don't need another Food and Liquor. Just, I mean, not that it was bad. At the time, it was like, yo, this is dope. But then, like, you listen to it again and you see, like, the bar has been raised. Like, even at that time, there was, man, look. No, we don't need another Food and Liquor. The Cool was dope conceptually and it delivered as far as the product goes, but we don't need that. So, 5th album, best album, in my opinion. Dope as shit, conceptually, and even just in the delivery of the album. I mean, jumping straight from, you know, Summer to Mural, Blur My Hands, Dots and Lines. I think just that 4-song stretch right there is
Also long.
Extremely long.
Yeah.
Hella long.
It's interesting that Lupe, you know, is challenging his listeners to go through, you know, these lengthy songs like that, because a lot of people don't have those attention spans. But I feel like Lupe fans, because he's done that a lot in his career. Lupe fans, you know, are definitely gonna, you know, rock with it, but new fans may not want to listen to.
See, here's the thing about Lupe fans though. Lupe don't have new fans.
Right.
Lupe's so off-putting in like the things that he does and says. It's like you have a hard time attracting new fans. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you're a Lupe fan, you've probably been a Lupe fan since, Jesus Christ, first to 15. Not even that. Yeah. You probably were a Lupe fan like from the mixtapes.
Well, I didn't jump into Lupe until The Cool. That's what.
Oh, really?
I knew of Lupe, obviously, Kick Push, you know, records like that, but I really jumped into like his, you know, being a fan.
See, The Cool. DJ Hyphen and my guy Ernest Young put me onto Lupe back before Food and Liquor even came out. They were like, yo, this is the guy. He's gonna do incredible things. Here's some music, because Hyphen had the one mixtape he did for Lupe, and then my guy put me onto the First to 15 series, the Fahrenheit 115.
Right.
You know, Revenge of the Nerds. You know, the Ryman 8 mixtape was dope. I forgot the name of the first one. I got them all on the computer. They're dope still. But anyway, it's more that Lupe, the more lyrical assassin Lupe.
Definitely, like when you have a record like Mural. Going for 8 minutes and he's like spitting, you know,
doing it for 8 minutes.
Yeah, and it's like it's a record that you have to listen to several times to really get it, because he's doing what like a mural is. He know if you see murals, you know they're you know there's a lot going on. They're abstract. You know, you have to really look at it to realize like, yo, what is going on in this? You know. There's like a message behind it, and not even just like one message. There's several messages, and that's how what Lupe, you know, paints lyrically on the record, and it was really dope to hear.
I think I mean, it's not even a secret. We talked about this. My favorite record on the album is Dots and Lines, and some people say it's too sing-songy, whatever, but
I say that
he said it was too sing-songy. I love it because I'm a fan of melodies, but not just the fact that it's melodies. It's like, yo, Lupe's really spitting still. He's gassing still. And I think the fact that, you know, he's alluding to, you know, his contract at Atlantic. Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's what I appreciate, because I didn't know that until like, you know, up until recently.
Big shout out to rapgenius.com, by the way.
Yes, very dope site.
Yeah, but very necessary when breaking down a Lupe album.
Of course, because Lupe's albums, you know, they need that extra breakdown. But yeah, Dots and Lines, I appreciate, you know, the concept behind it, the fact that, you know, he wants to be free from Atlantic Records. You know, we've seen all the history with, you know, with the label, and so
that is a beautiful song, bro. I just feel like, I mean, even in, you know, from the lyrics, I mean, when he says, you know, you look just like how I'm gonna be, sacred geometry, you know, 3 angels in kind, on time, go straight, don't sign, like come on, bro. Geometry, angles, don't sign. Like, really, bro? Like,
right.
You're filthy.
Right.
And I think that this record will, like, put him... I mean, not even that people, like, took him down from the place that he was at before in their minds as far as, like, you know, best lyricist in the game and stuff like that. It's just his music didn't always follow through with his potential, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I mean,
I get it.
He doesn't care because he's Lupe and he's gonna say what he wants to say, and he's got a lot of criticism as of recently. You know, just like with the whole Azalea Banks thing,
yeah,
you know, getting
trolling on Twitter.
Absolutely.
I loved when he was trolling on Twitter though. I'll be brief because he would quote lyrics from like, you know, his Big Crit verse or you know, like when he did the video for Food and Liquor 2 where he was dressed up as a KKK member.
Yeah.
And he would just throw out stuff like that, and fans, or not even fans, people would get mad.
But they didn't like take a look into like what it really was.
Exactly, that's what I'm getting at. Like it says a lot about people. Like even I seen Lupe fans not even getting it. Like people that I know that would listen to Lupe.
Trolling, man.
Yeah, and so it says a lot about like certain people, you know, to see that they don't follow Lupe as much as they should because they would know that, you know, that's from the music video. Like Freddie Gibbs got at him because of it. But it's like, you know, that's a music video. And Lupe at any time could have said, you know, well, you guys need to pay attention. Well, he didn't.
He won't.
And he doesn't.
He said that before. Yeah. And what does Azalea Banks say to him recently? You don't even know Jay-Z?
and then he responded back with the picture.
Just
no, I loved it.
Real quick, you don't know Jay-Z? Shut up. You kidding right now?
Right.
You didn't hear the?
No, no sense.
Okay.
But no, I really enjoyed his, you know, one-word responses. That was good. Yeah. For somebody like Azalea Banks, who, you know, is really hard to argue with because
very talented young woman though. I don't want to like downplay her. She's very talented. She has a lot of good things to say. Right. This is not about her though. It's about Lupe.
Back to the album. Another song I want to highlight, Chopper. He was hyping that record up since like last summer. Talked about the lineup, and I'm like, dude, this is a unique lineup. I really want to hear this record. Came out 9.5 minutes long. First off, I think he screwed Family because
I was gonna say that. I was
he said, that. Yes, 2014 is our year. Like, man, Lupe knew his album was coming out January 2015 for months. I feel like at the very least you could have hit Family up and had him change that one line.
Well, I mean, okay, so here's this, right? You can do that, but I mean, it's Family. You're getting to shine regardless, bro. So you got to sit back with that and just accept that you got that look anyway. You know? No,
I'm just saying because from Lupe, I feel like Lupe would like nitpick something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like he would look at that like, okay, well, it's 2015 now, we got to talk about this.
I like how Terrace Martin is on the album. I love how Terrace Martin's getting a lot of love lately from a lot of different diverse people. Like he did the joint with Kendrick on the Colbert Report. He was on Rich Off Mackin'.
Yes.
Which is still dope. Now it's on Lupe album, and now it's like, okay, you were West Coast, and now you're Midwest, and I think that's filthy.
You're spreading around.
That's dope, man. He's so filthy, bro. Like, I really love that.
Yeah.
Ty Dolla $ign's on the album, which is nice.
Love the
He's a fan. Lupe's a fan, man. We did the interview at Cube, and he said that he was a big fan of Ty Dolla $ign.
I don't think you can't not be a fan of Ty Dolla $ign.
Right. That's dope. I love the dude, man.
Very good. Going back to Chopper real quick, though, I wanted to know if you had to pick out of the lineup one verse that was, you know, the best, which one would you pick?
But Psychodrama.
Why?
I liked his energy on the record. I liked everything that he had to say. I
feel like his energy was kind of toned down, like because I don't listen to him like that, but what I remember him from was like the early Twista albums.
But he wasn't. He doesn't have that same energy,
right?
But and like you said, it could be a toned down version of him. But I still think he was. I think he kept pace enough to deliver well. And I like that a lot. I feel like he's extremely talented, but I don't think he gets enough love and enough shine.
I feel like Trouble had like my favorite verse just because he was I don't know, like I've been kind of disappointed in Trouble. I feel like he has so much more potential in what he's given, but this verse right here is like, okay, well he's still kicking it, he's still spitting, right? You know, tough. And Glasses Malone, obviously
always rocking Glasses Malone
because I like this verse, and I feel like he has like the most standout voice from the record. So
you gotta rate it now.
Yes, I'm gonna give Lupe album. I'm gonna give it like a 3.8, close to a 4.
I was going 4, and it has a ton of replay value, bro. Because I'm gonna play Dr. Lines every day. I don't care what anybody says. I listen to it all the time.
Right.
I'm gonna play it in the middle of this review.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm gonna give it a 3.8 with potential to you know keep going because of the fact that Lupe hides so much in his lyrics.
And man, shout out to Ab-Soul too, man.
Absolutely.
Really. You know, because he was on the They.Resurrect.Over.New, and I feel like
T.R.O.N.
Everybody loves Ab-Soul, but he doesn't get a lot of looks. people will constantly tell you, man, Absol, this and that, and I have so much respect for Absol, and da. But it's like, who's really fucking with Absol though? Right. You know what I mean? Like, whose records is he on? He can get a better feature on his joint, but they don't really invite. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't. I don't know. Right. I don't know. I'm not a politician behind it, but it's just good to see him on someone else's work. Someone obviously respects him enough to put him on the track.
And you got to shout out DJ Dahi because he did like 4 or 5 records on the album. Yeah. He did some of the the best ones. The Madonna. The record you were just talking about, They.Resurrect.Over.New. He did Chopper, so you gotta shout him out for getting that.
Absolutely, bro. It's good to see him working. Lupe was talking about him, like I said during the interview. So the feature list is shorter than it was originally intended to be, but I guess that happens.
Right. There was records he was gonna do with Crit, Rick Ross, right. A couple other names that didn't actually. Chris Brown.
Is Ed Sheeran on there? Ed Sheeran?
No, that was. But he did release the record.
Yeah, but they talked about it being on the album also, but I guess it didn't.
It was long ago. So 3.8.
4. I give it 4. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this has been your boy Sermon, thesermonsdomain.com.
Reese, follow us on Twitter. Leave comments. Even more Supios.
At Sermons Domain. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Let us know your thoughts on Lupe's album, and most importantly, go support the artist. Go buy it.
Go buy that.